extraterrestrial attack wasn't about conquest, but about using Earth as a cosmic gas station for galactic domination. That's exactly what we're diving into today. Been done to death in Hollywood, but what if the next extraterrestrial attack wasn't about conquest, but about using Earth as a cosmic gas station for galactic domination? That's exactly what we're diving into today with The Arrival.
The way this story flips the traditional invasion narrative on its head really caught my attention. Instead of the usual Independence Day style assault, we're seeing something far more calculated.
You know what's fascinating about the opening sequence? The way it builds tension through everyday normality, kids playing, families going about their business before that massive geometric ship tears through the atmosphere. It's giving me serious War of the Worlds vibes, but with this modern twist on infrastructure targeting.
Speaking of infrastructure, let's talk about how methodically these aliens dismantle human civilization. It's not random destruction, they're following a precise playbook.
And that's what makes it so terrifying. They've clearly studied us, identified our weaknesses. The military response feels especially authentic. General Martin trying diplomatic channels first, before realizing these visitors definitely didn't come in peace.
The character dynamics really elevate this beyond typical sci-fi fare, don't they? Especially the relationship between Lucy and her son Sam.
Oh my gosh, yes! Their story grounds everything in such raw human emotion. Like that scene where they're hiding from drones in the alley, it's not just about the spectacle of invasion, it's about a mother trying desperately to protect her child in an impossible situation.
And then there's that mind-bending reveal about the trans-dimensional portal. It completely recontextualizes everything we've seen.
Well, that's what I found so brilliant about the structure. Just when you think you understand the scope of the threat, boom, we learn Earth is just a stepping stone in their larger cosmic conquest. It's like finding out you're not even the main character in your own invasion story.
The technical aspects of the invasion are pretty fascinating too. Those geometrically complex vessels seem designed to deliberately overwhelm human military capabilities.
And don't you love how the solution comes not from superior firepower, but from this unlikely collaboration between Lucy, David, and General Martin? It's showing us that survival depends on combining civilian ingenuity with military strategy.
So what do you make of that ending? The aliens are defeated, but there's this clear sense that it's not really over.
That's exactly what makes it work. It's a victory. But one tinged with this sobering reality check. When Lucy says they'll be back, and Sam responds with, then we'll be ready, it's both hopeful and heartbreaking. This kid has lost his innocence but gained this fierce determination.
It really speaks to how an event like this would fundamentally change society, doesn't it?
Well, that's what elevates this above typical invasion narratives. It's not just about the spectacle, it's about how crisis reveals both the best and worst in humanity. The way different generations would process this new reality where alien invasion isn't just science fiction anymore.
The story really challenges our assumptions about how we'd react to something like this.
You know what's really gonna stick with me? That final image of the alien ship crashing into the ocean. It's visually powerful, sure, but what really resonates is the human element, these survivors standing there, knowing they've won the battle, but the war, Well, that's just beginning. And on that note, we should probably wrap up our discussion of The Arrival.
That's quite a sobering thought to end on.
Indeed, but maybe that's what makes this story so compelling. It reminds us that sometimes the biggest threats can bring out our greatest capacity for unity and resilience. Thanks for joining us on Gen FM every